Hey, juniors. Good morning. Today is April 20th, and I'm going to share with you some of the things I want you guys to start focusing on. Um, well done doing the JRP. You got to give me a couple weeks on that. I'll be grading every day, so if you want to check every day, I'm not going to tell you who's who or who finishes who, but who I finish quicker. I'm sorry, I'm making myself unclear. But those will slowly go into your grade. Back in January, when we started this class, I began with saying this was a survey of American literature. You guys remember that? What that meant was we looked at literature that defined the beginning of America. John Winthrop's City on the Hill, Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God, so on and so forth. There's a lot of that. Then it led to rationalism, which we kind of started with in February. Rationalists believed that God gave us reason and left us alone to figure things out, figure life out. It gave us famous deists like good old Ben. Get it, Ben? Remember we read Benjamin Franklin and his virtues? And then we went from Benjamin Franklin to other things like Thomas Jefferson, Declaration of Independence, Patrick Henry. Remember, rationalists believe that the universe is orderly and that people are inherently good. They believed in the perfectibility of each human being, strive to be the best version of yourself, which led us to, if you guys remember, in February, mostly focused on old sport. Sadly, old sport, it didn't end well for you. But we read Gatsby in class, remember? And then we spent a lot of time on it. And we also, by the time we finished it, you guys wrote your essay, turned it in. But at least now you guys know you guys have read Gatsby. So it's a major part. It's not a major part of rationalism, but I connect it for obvious reasons. After spending a good spell on the JRP for the last couple of weeks, and Serial for the last couple of weeks, what I want you guys to do is we're going to continue our study in American literature through the month of April and May, through the rest of the year. That means going forward, you're going to likely have one more ESA concerning the Survey of American Literature, which most likely means I'm pretty sure, but lately with everything going on, I can't really be sure about anything anymore. But it most likely does mean that you'll have one more ESA and it'll be concerning the rest of the Survey of American Literature. That means that if I left off with you guys in rationalism in February, March, in the late 1700s, early 1800s is when rationalism was very important. Then afterwards came the thought era of Romanticism. That's Romanticism with a capital R, not romantic like not romantic like this guy, but romantic more like this. Romantic more like trying to see where we fit in the universe. Trying to find truth in beauty. Okay? So the characteristics of American Romanticism, which were mostly from the early 1800s to the 1850s, roughly, where they valued intuition over reason. A youthful innocence is better than education. So the idea that being who you truly are is more important than trying to strive to be somebody that you're not most likely really anyways. They found inspiration in supernatural tales and myths from Washington Irving to um, other Nathaniel Hawthorne. They saw society as corrupt. So they saw anything that dealt with human nature in large groups like cities that was a cesspool of corruption, of wrongdoing, of places where bad things could happen. They saw nature as a place of truth and beauty and freedom. Romantics, the Romanticism era, split up into two camps, two areas. Okay, there were the Transcendentalists on the left, right here. Transcendentalists believed in the purity and goodness of the human soul. Transcendentalists were people that believe that people are at their best when they are self-reliant and independent, and they find beauty in nature. The Dark Romantics, or the Gothics, were another camp of romantics. So you're going to see, we're going to be reading from both camps The dark romantics explored the darkness of the human mind, obviously. The Gothics, they emphasized human fallibility and sin. They thought that, hey, if you can't escape the city, escape it into your own imagination, which is why we have a picture of Edgar Allan Poe right there. So, if you were to compare rationalists and romantics, rationalists thought the city is where you go to find prosperity and self realization, like Eddie Murray right there, Eddie Murphy, sorry. For romantics, the city was a cesspool of moral decay, crime, corruption, bad things happening, as you can tell the picture on the bottom right there. Okay, so you'll kind of see that Americans thought this change was happening in the early 1800s. Romantics emphasized beauty in nature, like I said, the unlimited horizons and growth. These were the roots of manifest destiny, which were people that wanted to go out west, like the motto, go west, young man. Find out who you really are. Take your roots. Go to nature. Go to the forest. Go to your local state park. Back then, there were no state parks. I'd like you to begin by reading the first romantic transcendentalist author, Ralph Waldo Emerson. So you'll click on this link right here. You only need to read the first 4 pages. One of them is a painting. Yes, read that too. Pages 368 to 372, sorry. All you need to do today is read it. An assignment will follow. Okay? All right, guys. That's it for today. I hope you guys are all well. And continue to communicate and contact me if you need to. Good.